I was asking Coach about the fact that you weren't supposed to have a game this weekend, and all of a sudden this game got moved from April to now. How did that change maybe your, as the team, the players, the approach to training? I know you guys were trying to implement some stuff, but how exciting is it to finally go, oh, great, we have a chance sooner rather than later to get out on the pitch?
Yeah. We found out about maybe 2.5 weeks ago. So, and I think the whole team, we were pumped, because I think when you have such a long wait of like games, that it just kind of like drags on because you just want to play. So I think knowing that Brooklyn was approaching faster than it was going to, I think we just kind of locked in earlier, and we're kind of like, we don't have much time to figure out everything. So as a whole, we were all excited that we were actually going to play sooner than later.
How has getting back out on the field helped you integrate more with your teammates? I know when we first talked and you first joined the team, you were dealing with snow up to our eyeballs, and now you don't have that anymore. But knock on wood, DC, as you'll learn, is a place where the weather changes frequently. But as of right now, how has it been like to get back on full field training and getting to work out some of those new elements with your players?
Yeah, it's been great. The girls, the coaching staff, everyone's been super welcoming, and I think the 4 players that came, including myself, that are new, we have really just been locking in and trying to take in all information that we can, because we obviously don't want to mess anything up. We just want to elevate it. So it's been good so far.
Last question for me, and I'll let Amara get in. We're playing Brooklyn this weekend. Is obviously a team that you've seen before.
Yeah.
But what might be different in the approach this weekend as you play them?
Yeah, I think, like Coach said, we're not going to really sit back. We're going to press them hard, and we're going to really counter on the attack. And these 3 points are crucial for us in the standings, and we have a lot of games coming up that every point matters. So I think getting this road win will be huge for us. So we're not backing down.
Great. Thanks, Hannah. Appreciate your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Anna.
Hi.
Hi. How do you assess the Brooklyn playing with them this weekend? How do you assess your opponent?
Yeah, they're definitely physical.
Yes.
Yeah, the field that we also play on in Brooklyn is the dimensions are a little bit smaller than usual. So I think the transition and just the compactness, how narrow the field is, it's going to be a battle. So I think we just kind of assess, taking advantage on if Brooklyn loses it, transitioning quick on the counterattack, especially because they keep a high line. So I think if we can just take advantage of the space that is in behind, we're a lot closer to goal than usual.
The team seems like it has improved a lot from last season, and you're playing better, transition is better. What do you do different on training this time? I know you coming in, yes.
Yeah, I would say that we do a lot of IDP work after training, shooting, all that stuff. These past 2 weeks, we've really honed in on transition to attack. And a lot of the times, sometimes we go backwards rather than when we need to go forwards right away, when the defense is usually exposed out of their build. So I think we've just been kind of honing in on, not being afraid of going forward. Yes, we need to keep the ball, but if there's a moment where we win it right away and it's open, I think we need to take advantage of those opportunities. Maybe then we weren't doing that before.
And the last question to me, if you can talk a little bit about your personal goals for this part of the season. Yes.
Yeah, I would say my personal goals is honestly just to help the team, whether if that's assisting, scoring, working hard on the field, if it's starting, coming off the bench, whatever it is. My goal is honestly just to make playoffs and bring a championship home to DC. So I think my individual goals, just with those, maybe like the stats and all that stuff, I don't really care about those things. I just want to help get the points and get the wins. So